What is up guys, Matt here and welcome to this brand new fragrance review. I hope you're all doing very well tonight. Now, tonight I'm actually feeling very good and I thought that I would bring you guys 3 fragrance reviews. Yeah. So in tonight's video we are going to be talking about a fragrance, an eau de toilette, that was launched in 2015 by the Japanese company of Annayake. Now, I have not heard of this company that much. In fact, I haven't really looked into that much information about the company, although I have been wearing this fragrance for quite a bit. And before I go on and review it, I just want to say a big thank you to my wonderful and beautiful girlfriend, Morgan. Thank you so much, my dear, for buying this fragrance for me. Now, here we go, my friends. The fragrance we're going to talk about is Sukio. So what we'll do is, guys, we'll talk about the presentation. So here we go. Now, the presentation for Annayake Tsukiyo, we get this really interesting looking bottle. It kind of gives off this, it kind of looks to me like a potion or something, or like a, I don't know. It to me looks like a potion of some sort. I don't really know. We get this really nice pattern on the front here. It is silver, and then we get Annayake on there, and we also get Sukio, I think, somewhere on the bottle. Oh, we just get Sukio on the bottom there, and we get some information basically just about the fragrance. This is a 100ml bottle, and I think we picked this up from TK Maxx. So Morgan bought this for me for a Christmas present when she was visiting the UK for Christmas. And I remember because I was with her when she bought it, so it wasn't really a surprise, but this was one of the fragrances that I was really excited to smell, because I don't know what it is. I love Japan, and I love the culture of Japan. I love everything there is about Japan, basically. So as soon as I heard about this, really unknown fragrance house called Annayake, I was just, really intrigued to know more about it. So guys, we're gonna read a little bit about it. So this fragrance, like I said, is called Tsukiyo, and it came out in 2015. And this fragrance is known as a woody, spicy musk type of fragrance. At least that's what it says on Fragrantica. This is what it says, guys. We get, in October 2015, Annayake is launching a new fragrant duo, Sukio, dedicated to the largest autumn festival in Japan, Tsukimi or Otsukimi. Otsukimi? I don't know. The festival traditionally takes place on the first night of the full moon in September, when the moon particularly is light and round. Followers of this festival and the month of harvest gather in temples and public gardens where they drink ceremonial tea and read poetry under the moonlight. Aww, that sounds quite peaceful, actually. I like the sound of that. So it says here, 2 brand new perfumes of the Annayake collection pay respect to the moon by describing its various aspects. In Japanese calligraphy, the moon is presented with Enzo character, which is often connected with circle, symbol of light, endlessness, strength, elegance, and richness of the moon. Sukio for her and Sukio for him are limited editions which can be expected in Douglas stores starting from October 2015. Okay, that's interesting. So let's just go ahead and talk more about the smell, shall we? Let's go ahead and spray it. Now I'm going to spray 3 times because this fragrance isn't exactly a heavy scent, so, like I said before, it is quite a casual scent, so we'll just get straight into the smell, shall we? Ooh. So what I get in the opening of this fragrance is, well, first of all, let's read the notes. So the top notes that we get in this fragrance, we get black and pink pepper combined with cypress in the beginning. So I do get a peppery smell, but I don't know, I get a lot of iris. I kind of get this very peculiar smell of clove as well. I don't really know why, but I kind of get this, what smells to me like Dior Homme, but with more of a clove extract mixed in with it. And I've never really realized that until now. I just get this really strong iris mixed with what I said, clove. And that smells very strange. I do get pepper. I mean, there is pepper notes there, but I wouldn't really say that, if I was smelling this fragrance blindly, I wouldn't say, yeah, that's pink pepper, that's black pepper. To me, this just opens up like straight iris. Like, And you know, people who know iris, the note of iris flower is known to smell like makeup, or it gives off a lipstick sort of vibe. And in this fragrance, I do get that. I get a lipstick sort of smell mixed with other spices. In terms of the opening, very nice. I get this iris type of note, iris-esque type of note, I should say, mixed with what to me smells like clove. I don't really know other than that. But let's talk more about the middle notes. So as the fragrance dries down on your skin, it develops with aromas of benzoin, nutmeg, and elemi. Don't know what elemi is. Geez, I'm coming across all these strange notes and I've never even heard of them, like, whatsoever. So yeah, we get benzoin and nutmeg. I mean, I'll be honest, I do get a very vanillic vibe out of this. Not too strong on the vanilla, but it's definitely a vanilla type of note. And what it pretty much just smells like to me is, what I'm guessing is the benzoin. It's like a benzoin and with a nutmeg, I guess. It does give off a sort of vanillic vibe, creamy vibe, but with no doubt that iris sort of smell with it. That clove sort of smell is starting to dry down now, and what I am getting is definitely more of a creamy, vanillic type of benzoin note. That's pretty much all I'm getting. Again, I don't even know what elemi is. Should we look it up? Okay, let's look it up.
What is elemi? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, okay, and it's known as Canarium luzonicum, an oleoresin obtained from a tropical tree and used in varnishes, ointments, and aromatherapy. Is that right? And how is it said? Let's have a look.
Elemi.
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 Cheers. So yeah, I mean, apparently, according to this, it's like a tropical smell. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. I don't know. If you guys know what elemi is, please do let me know in those comments. Yeah, so far it's very vanillic. I definitely am just getting this iris smell, like I said. So yeah, let's definitely talk about the dry down of this fragrance. So in terms of the dry down, like in terms of its base notes, what I get more than anything is just straight up woods. So according to the fragrance, we get a woody musk dry down. So we get sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, white musk, and white cream. Okay. I mean, what's white cream? White cream is in like a hand cream type of smell? I don't know. I mean, the fragrance does have a creamy smell overall, but I mean, that's more vanillic. It's definitely creating more of a vanillic vibe, and that's coming from that benzoin. So I don't know too much about that, but I do definitely get a woody dry down. So I do get sandalwood. Patchouli is also quite resinous in this fragrance. Little nuances of it, but it's not straight in your face like a lot of other patchoulis, because patchouli is often known as a dominant note. However, in this, it's definitely on the tame side. White musk, I mean, white musk is a made-up note, let's be honest. It's derived from musk. It's basically just a cleaner version of musk. So it gives off a sort of, what's the word, like a fur smell, like a leathery smell, but it's definitely cleaner. So that's what it's definitely like in this fragrance to me. Vetiver, I think there's a bit of a vetiver in there, so there is a bit of a greenness, but overall, this fragrance to me is just one of the safest fragrances I have in my collection. The one thing I love about it is just the overall classy smell that it has, because I definitely don't get as much as that iris smell as I did in the opening, because it was just like, it smelled like straight up iris, and I'd never really noticed that before until this review. So, I don't know, let's just have another spray just on this side so I can see if I can smell it again. Because the dry down right now just smells like creamy vanilla. That's what I'm getting. It's like a vanilla benzoin with bits of woody notes in there, with little nuances of the patchouli, and a bit of a cleany musk. Like cleany musk? A bit of a clean musk. That's what I really get. Yeah, definitely. Like the opening of this fragrance has a bit of an iris type of smell to it. Okay, maybe not. It's maybe not exactly the same as Dior Homme, but it definitely does have that same type of lipstick type of smell, just maybe not as strong either. Oh, but compared to the dry down is definitely so much better. So guys, in terms of smell, it smells really, really good. So next thing we're going to talk about is the longevity and the sillage. So let's get into it, guys. Now, Sukio by Annayake on my skin lasts for about 5 hours. So the longevity isn't the best. However, the more I apply, the better it is. Usually when I wear this fragrance, I'll spray like 3 times on my neck, and one on my chest. So to some that might be quite, you know, a lot of sprays, considering this fragrance is known as a woody spicy musk. It's definitely not like a strong spicy scent. It does have its mellow sides to it, and I think it's because of the benzoin. The benzoin is definitely what creates that soft vibe. So this fragrance doesn't have to last too long for the smell that it has. It definitely has a nice aroma that definitely does get better the longer it's been on your skin, in my opinion. So the first notes are really, really nice. You get that nice iris type note and a bit of strange clove in there as well, which apparently we get pepper, pink pepper and black pepper. So it does open a bit peppery, so I guess the pepper notes are there, but overall it just pretty much smells like iris and clove for like the first couple of minutes. And then it dries down to just this nice creamy benzoin with nice, you know, what was it, nutmeg. Nutmeg gives it a nice spiciness, but again, not too strong. And then when it dries down, you just get this nice sandalwood, which is really, you know, just nice and tame, nice and woody, just simple as could be. And it's just a lovely fragrance. So 5 hours isn't too bad. I mean, this is an inexpensive fragrance, but I don't know if you can get it just anywhere. I mean, I've looked online on eBay, and I think the fragrances are going for a little bit more pricey than what, you know, than what was paid for this bottle. But guys, this is an awesome fragrance, but in terms of its longevity, it's not bad. I think it could be a little bit better, but then again, the fragrance is really nice, and you know, it was an inexpensive scent, and I haven't worn a lot of it, but every time I do wear it, I do enjoy it, despite its longevity. In terms of its sillage, again, the sillage is not half bad, considering this is an inexpensive scent. It projects quite well for the first 30 to 35 minutes. Depending on where you are, sometimes when you're outside, it seems to project really well, especially when there's like a cool wind hitting against you. I don't know why that is, but in terms of like, say like if you're in like a dry atmosphere, say like if it's in like a house and it's a bit hot, it isn't really going to project that well. This projects so well in cooler weather. Not cool to the point where it's like a winter evening, more like a spring evening. That's definitely the type of fragrance, this is definitely when this fragrance works its magic in my opinion. So definitely not bad. Now guys, let's talk about the perfect setting. Now when would I wear this fragrance? I don't know. I think this fragrance would do quite well at a wedding or something, in all honesty. Maybe not like during the day, but say like if you're having a meal at a wedding and it's in the evening, this fragrance would do very well for that. I just think because of that iris is quite prominent in the note, in the fragrance for like the first few minutes. It's a shame for the first few minutes. It would be nicer if it was longer, but for what it is, this fragrance is really, really good. So I think for a wedding or something, this would do very, very well. Or, you know what, it would even do well if you're just going to a party, or say if say if you just want to like go out for a few drinks with a few friends. This fragrance would also do very, very well for that. So yeah, guys, this is an amazing scent. I haven't seen any other people reviewing this, so it would be nice to get this fragrance more involved in the fragrance community. So if you guys can find this fragrance, definitely buy it. I would say blind buy, usually I wouldn't, but with this fragrance, I think it's definitely a nice enough scent that I don't think people would hate. It's definitely not the most well-blended fragrance in the world, but for what it is, it does smell nice. It does have a nice enough smell, even though it only lasts 5 hours, but like I said, the smell is so good, doesn't really matter about the longevity, but I would highly recommend that you guys check this out. So guys, let's get onto the rating. So in terms of the bottle design, I really like this bottle design. Nice thick metal cap. The atomizer is brilliant. It just gives you a nice amount of juice. It's a nice enough bottle. I really like the sort of moonlight blue that this bottle has as well. Really, really like that about it. So guys, I'm going to rate this bottle design 7 out of 10. The only problem I have with it is, even though the sprayer is awesome, the fragrance is a bit awkward to hold. But again, not a big problem in terms of this fragrance. I'm not going to, you know, get so upset about the fact that it's just, you know, a bit awkward to spray, because there's no need for that. It's still a very unique bottle design. I do appreciate the person who definitely made this bottle design. I think they really went all the way to make it look quite interesting. So in terms of its bottle design, 7 out of 10. In terms of the rating for the smell, I'm going to give this fragrance a 6 out of 10, because even though this fragrance isn't exactly the most well-blended scent, 6 I think is a fair rating, because even though this fragrance doesn't have the best overall smell, it definitely does have a nice quality about it. So I'm going to give the fragrance a 6 out of 10 in terms of its smell. In terms of its longevity, 5 hours is not that bad considering the smell does smell really nice. So guys, I'm going to give the longevity 6 out of 10. So to me, this fragrance is good. I would definitely recommend that you guys check this out, especially if you're on a bit of a budget. I've noticed that, I mean, for me, it was a cheap enough scent. I don't know if it will be for you guys, but if you guys can get a hold of this, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, guys, that has been my review for Annayake's Sukio. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've got 2 more reviews coming up for you guys. Stay tuned and enjoy. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.